Hey crypto fans, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to give you my realistic long-term price prediction for Tron's TRX token. So guys, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content that I create, then go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up because it helps me out and why not. And also guys, feel free to follow me here on Twitter as well. You can find the link to it in the description below this video. I like to talk about altcoins, NFTs, day trading strategies, all kind of cool stuff on a daily basis. So if you guys are into that sort of thing, you might as well go ahead and give me a follow. So for those of you who are new to my channel and this is the first video you've ever seen of mine, this is part of my long-term price prediction series. I'm a long-term altcoin holder. I've been holding onto various altcoins for about 5 years now. And what I like to do is I'm pretty much filming myself doing my own research to see if various coins can hit, various levels in the long term. So that's why I do it. I'm basically realistically doing it for myself, to be honest. But I might as well go ahead and film myself doing it. So whatever. Now here's the thing guys, when I'm talking long-term here, holding on to these coins long-term, I'm not talking, 6 to 12 months, okay? I'm talking maybe, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, whatever, however long it takes, okay? There is no emotional investing here whatsoever, and I don't, my long-term holds, they're not based on price levels really. I mean, they are, but they're not. Realistically, I don't sell unless they reach a certain market cap level. And realistically, you guys, I mean, I've never been in the red on any of my positions, so I must be doing something right here. So guys, we're going to see what Tron could potentially reach in the long term if it reached a specific market cap level. Now, here's the thing about Tron, okay? Tron is one of those tokens and one of those coins where, I'm going to be completely honest here. I mean, that's the whole point of my channel is I'm an honest person. I don't like to hype stuff up. I don't like to be like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you Tron's going to go to $100 because that's not realistic, you guys. It's just really not. The reality here is Tron's been around for a very long time. It's had its ups and downs, and I mean, realistically, you guys, it really hasn't gone as, there's been a lot of hype behind Tron in the past, and it really hasn't done as good as people thought it was going to. And, hey, I mean, that just goes to show that, hype doesn't always win here. And the thing with Tron is realistically, you guys, the only people that are interested in Tron is people that are pretty much in all the Asian countries. And I'm being honest here. I mean, that realistically, you might find a few people here and there in the United States or in Europe or something like that. But realistically, you guys, most of the people that are buying Tron are people in Asian countries. And that's not widespread adoption. I mean, like other coins, they're pretty much bought worldwide by a lot of people. Tron, it's really the only people interested in it are in Asia, realistically. So that kind of sucks about Tron. That's the one thing that sucks about Tron, and that's the one thing that I personally feel like is going to hinder its price long term. But here's the thing here, we're going to figure out where it could potentially go in the long term, but first we want to see what the market cap was when it hit its all-time high. So obviously we don't know what the circulating supply was back then, but we're going to use the circulating supply right now. So we're going to take 101.7 billion, 101.7 billion, and we're going to go ahead and multiply it by, what is the all-time high here? The all-time high is 30 cents. And guys, when it hit this all-time high, it hit this all-time high 4 years ago. Or sorry, if you're watching this video later, it hit the all-time high in 2018. So it just goes to show you guys, it really hasn't done much since 2018. I mean, brutally honest with you, it really hasn't. But that's not to say that it won't in the, in the long term. It just means that, I mean, hey, the biggest returns on Tron was from the very beginning until now. I mean, as we can see here, you guys, I mean, from the very beginning until its all-time high, literally within a span of 1 year, I mean, not even 1 year, in less than 1 year, it literally skyrocketed, like 5,000%. So realistically, you guys, I mean, that's where the big long-term potential was, at that point in time. But, you never know. We've seen projects where they've taken off out of the middle of nowhere before, and they've done well. I mean, look at Dogecoin, look at Shiba Inu, look at all the other coins that randomly just took off out of the middle of nowhere. And everybody, used to think that they were, scam coins or shit coins or whatever. But they took off, and they've been solid ever since. So, guys, realistically, we really don't know. I mean, we're not magicians. We don't have magic balls, but we can figure out where it could potentially go long term. So obviously, you guys, it was 30 cents. So we're going to go ahead and multiply this by 30 cents. And so realistically, the market cap was probably roughly around $30.5 billion at some point, you guys, which is very high. Now, here's the thing. Realistically, you guys, I really don't think that Tron could reach $1. I really don't. That'd be roughly like that'd be like $110 billion market cap, you guys. And I just don't see, realistically, you guys, I don't see Tron reaching a market cap to put them in, which would put them in, the number 3 position. That's not realistic. And I just don't see it going that high because of that realism. But I do think it can go higher than $30 billion for sure. And I personally think that it could go up to roughly around $50 billion at some point in time. So we'll see what the price would be if it were to go up to a market cap of roughly $50 billion at some point in time. So we're going to take the circulating supply. Obviously, we don't know what the circulating supply is going to be in the future, but, for shits and giggles right now, we're just going to use what it is right now. So we'll take 101.7 billion and we are going to multiply by 50 cents, okay? So if we were to multiply by 50 cents, we're going to get roughly a $50 billion market cap, which is what I was saying, you guys. So actually, we're going to go ahead with 47 cents, okay? So 47 cents, and we're going to multiply it by 101 billion, $101.7 billion, token supply. And we get roughly, okay, so a little higher than that. Come on now. Okay, we'll try 48 cents. Come on. 48,101.7 billion. And we get 48.8. Okay, well, you know what, guys? The number I'm just going to use is 50 cents, okay? Because it's close enough. And it's nobody wants. I don't want to end this price prediction video with like 49 cent prediction. That's just dumb. So we're just going to go with 101.7 billion. Yeah, we're just going to go with there. It's at $50 billion. So, guys, my long-term price prediction for Tron is actually going to be 50 cents. I mean, realistically, that's my realistic long-term price prediction. I mean, you can love me or hate me, but, I'm a realist. I'm a conservative. I mean, we are investing our real money here, you guys, so you have to be realistic about this, okay? You can't tell me you're going to invest 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 or $50,000 and be like, and think that the coin is going to go, and think that the coin is going to go to $1,000 or something like that. That's not realistic here. So 50 cents is my long-term price prediction, but I want to see what the return on our investment would be if we were to buy and hold on to this coin for the long term, if we were to buy into it right now. So obviously when I start out with a long-term position, I'm usually starting out with $10,000, okay? So when I take $10,000, we're going to divide it by 6 cents. And that would give us 166,666 coins. So 166,666. I don't like all those sixes. That's kind of scary. We're going to go ahead and multiply it by 50 cents. And we're to come out with roughly $83,000, you guys. Or roughly with our, return on the investment, it would be roughly a $73,000 return on our investment. And realistically, you guys, when you're buying and holding for the long term, this is a very solid return on your investment, to be honest with you. I mean, whether it takes 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, whatever, however long it takes to reach those levels, $73,000 for not doing anything at all other than buying and holding is a very, very, very solid return on your investment. I don't care who you are. And realistically, you guys, you're going to have multiple positions too. You're not just going to have this position long term. Most people have more than one position. Like I said, guys, I have about 23 different positions in a bunch of different, in 23 different altcoins that I've been holding long term. And that number is growing more and more as I get more and more funds. So, I mean, it just goes to show that these profits are going to stack up more and more and more long term, pretty much like Legos. So realistically, you guys, let's say you've got let's say you've got 10 different positions and you profit roughly around the same. Let's say you profit like $60,000 on all of them. Long term here, you got $60,000 that you profited from 10 different coins. Within the last 5 years, you made roughly $600,000 in that amount of time. And that's just for buying and holding, you guys. There's no risk involved at all. You're just buying and holding. That's it. You're not taking the risk of day trading or anything like that. So realistically, you guys, for the sake of this video, my long-term realistic price prediction for Tron is going to be 50 cents. All right. But guys, that pretty much does it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, before you guys leave, don't forget to follow me here on Twitter with the link in the video description down below. And also, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and take a minute to subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos or chatting with me here on Twitter.